the hell's going... Oh, listen. When you see a bunch of guys walking around in white robes, I don't know what you think of, but I know what I think of. But we're in front of a church, so the odds are priest, not Klansman. Good to know. Here we are, Rittenhouse Square, on a windy, very windy election day, going for a squawk. And today, what I do and you watch, what I do every so often is I look inside people's houses when doors are open. Look at this old building. Very interesting design. Ooh, you very rarely get to see into the yard. Ooh, exciting. I bet you that house goes for, I bet it'll go for $1 million or $2 million. Here's a house for sale. 1920 South Rittenhouse Square. If anybody wants to tell me the price of that house in the comments, I would greatly, and now it's South Rittenhouse Square. S. Rittenhouse Square, 1920. Let me know what that's going for. I'm curious. Just so you know, when you pay to live here, there is no parking. When election day 2023, probably the most important election in our lifetime, is what they say about every election. What we got here? Sandcastle Fun Company. Mobile children classes and birthday events. Look at that. You get a little thing, and they set up a little tent, and your kids can play birthday here at Rittenhouse Square. What a great place to play. Only thing is, you got to live here. You tell me you're bringing me to a birthday party at Rittenhouse Square. First thing I'm doing is rolling my eyes, because I'm thinking about the parking situation. All right. So at Rittenhouse Square, it's about, let's talk about the time real quick. 3:52 p.m. on a Tuesday. Let's go down Chestnut. Occasionally, I used to work at this clothing store on Chestnut Street called Boyd's. And I used to see, when I used to work there, matter of fact, the very first day I worked there, there was Aaron Nola of the Philadelphia Phillies was a customer. And I was like, this is the greatest job ever. I love meeting famous people, so I was like, I took the job. So now whenever I come into this area, I always walk past my old job just in case a famous person walks out. And you know how many times I've seen a famous person? None. I also like to visit my old jobs occasionally. And that is Jerry Lewis from this fantastic movie. Well, no, I don't know if it's a fantastic movie. It was never released. But it was called The Day the Clown Cried. And Jerry Lewis made this movie in, I think it was the early 70s, maybe late 60s. They'll be writing a book report. And the whole plot of the movie was Jerry was going to be he was like a clown. And what his job was is he would walk kids to the concentration camps. He would walk them to the gas tank. What do they call it? The gas chambers. He would walk them to the gas chambers. And he took it very seriously because he wanted the kids, because he knew what was happening. And he wanted the kids to go out with a smile. So he took his job as the concentration camp clown very seriously. Now, here's the thing. Jerry Lewis this is where I used to work. Jerry Lewis never released the movie. There he is. There goes the window guy, Michael. Yeah, Jerry Lewis, after the movie was finished, they filmed it. You can look it up on YouTube. There's clips of it. They filmed it and they made it, and Jerry Lewis was like, I am not putting out this pile of shit. And yeah, The Day the Clown. I think that's the one movie, like if you tell me I could watch any movie in the world, I think that's the one I would want to watch. Because you can't watch it. there's only a few people that have seen it. I used to work here in 2019, so I worked here pre-pandemic, and I remember what this street used to be. And I'm telling you, the city lost a lot during the pandemic. We lost a lot of, I think a lot of businesses realized they're paying a lot of money for Center City office space, and you don't really need all that office space. You could do it, work from home remotely, or you could get an office in another part of the city for cheaper. So I would say if I did this walk on last election day, 2019, there were definitely more people on the streets. A lot of the businesses that were down, oh look, this is all going to be one big business, Putt Shack. It's going to be like but all the businesses that were down there shut down, but they're going to be something new. It's like an indoor putt-putt, so you can go drinking and play putt-putt. This is what, this is another, see this? This parking, this is new. This is another reason why I want to come down here. This fence, all new. You used to be able to walk through this courtyard and go to City Hall. And I saw that they were installing this fence during the weekend. It looks like they're expanding. Maybe they're expanding that bar. There's an outdoor bar that does well in the summertime. We're going to be going into Love Park. Fun thing about this love sign, right? This isn't the only love sign in the city of Philadelphia. There's another love sign at the University of Penn campus. There they are. There you go. This guy knows. It's all about the angles. And I think there's about 60, maybe 70 of those love signs all throughout the United States. Maybe the world. And they put the fountains on. It's May 16th, May 15th, something like, what the hell's today's date? May 16th, they put the fountains on. They also have, outside of Love Park, they have these Lego blocks. You can play a little beanbag toss if you want to play beanbags. They got ping pong. And just know if you want to, so you come here now and it's all full. Well, there's some homeless people. But if you come here at nighttime, all these chairs are the beds for the homeless people. And now I'm just ruining people's photos. There you go, no problem. There you go. Across the street, that's Philadelphia City Hall. It's the biggest masonry. It's the biggest masonry building made for the government in the world. Oh, that sounds sort of close. Something like 80 million bricks. Does that sound right? Let's not talk about facts if we don't know them. So Philadelphia City Hall. There's also a park attached with Philadelphia City Hall. It's called Dilworth Park. And in the summertime, they have lots of events going on at Dilworth Park. You got the fountains, the splash pool for the kids. I can't believe how many kids are down here doing that today. It's not, I mean, it's hot, but it ain't that hot. And then they have also a roller skating rink. Looks like there's a little bit of construction going on down here. And open up, that's so funny. I've been running into this guy. Count every vote. Let's go. And they just opened up the roller skating rink, which replaces the ice skating rink, which means we can play Let's Watch People Fall all year round here in the city of Philadelphia. It's pretty nice looking. Oh, pause. And then there's this part of City Hall. They're doing a little bit of construction underneath the Billy Penn part. Looks like they're cleaning out that section. Oh, we got some more street artists. Yeah, I thought for sure there might be something going on down here today. Ain't a goddamn thing going on. I guess all the people who are running for office in this building, they're out trying to get votes. So why would they be here? There goes the news anchor. All right, back at it, going for a squawk. Next stop, I guess we'll cut through the Reading Terminal Market. Don't mind if I do. Well, I guess we should walk for Macy's, right? Let's just do everything. Some of you guys might have not seen this stuff. This is the Wannamaker buildings, aka Macy's. I call it the Wannamaker buildings because I don't let people do name changes. This is probably the nicest department store in the world. Maybe something nicer in New York, I don't know, but I don't go to New York. I'm the Philly captain, not the New York captain. They filmed, why are people walking around with music on Bluetooth speakers? I don't want to hear your music, jerk off. Just put headphones on, right? They filmed the movie Mannequin in here. You know what? And I think they might have even filmed Mannequin 2. I never saw Mannequin 2. Mannequin 1 just meant so much to me. I couldn't ruin it. Up there, that is the pipes to the world's largest pipe organ. The organ itself, the keyboard, is right around there. And here's the eagle. And if you ever come downtown and you want to meet somebody in the wintertime and you want to meet them somewhere warm, you say, meet me at the Eagle at Wannamaker. I've never done that. I would just say, I'll meet you at City Hall or I'll meet you wherever. Say, meet me at the Eagle. Say, I think I'm making shit up. And if you ever saw Mannequin, there was a part where they were hang gliding up there. That's how big the space is. If you're going to come to Philly and you want to try something, if you only got like one day and you want to do the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall, which is only a few blocks that way, like 6 blocks that way, because this is 12th Street. Independence Hall is in between 5th and 6th. So if you want to just do all that Liberty Bell and then maybe grab a cheesesteak and something else, Reading Terminal Market, you did it. That's perfect. You had yourself a Philly experience in my book. And I'm the captain. All right, Reading Terminal Market, 4:15 on a Tuesday. I guess some of the things, the more popular places are Bassett's Ice Cream. It's one of the oldest ice cream places in America, maybe the oldest place. This place here, Pearls, they have snapper soup. So if you ever want to try turtle soup, Pearls. This is a new one, chicken and waffles. Uh-oh. I don't think I ever really did that before. I think Cheryl might have made it, chicken and waffles, but I never really I've never had a waffle and said, you know what could go good with this? Some chicken. If you're coming for a sandwich spot, this is probably the best sandwich spot in the area. It's called the Nick's. They make this roast pork sandwich. See this guy? That's the guy from Man vs. Food. He said it was the best. They make a sandwich, the best sandwich in America. It's a roast pork sandwich. But it's not. This place isn't just a place where you go to get a sandwich. You can get a turkey sandwich here. You get. But this is kind of like. But you can come down here. And there's Indian hot dogs, vegan food. You can get fried alligator in one of the spots. There's a produce market. They have honey, chocolate. It really, this one has the sign. Shoplifters will be beaten to death. I love that sign. Oh, excuse me. Okay, here, just walk into me. Okay. And now people who live in the area, people who live in Chinatown, Rittenhouse Square, some people live in apartments in Center City. This is also like their supermarket. So this is where they go to get produce, meat. It's expensive. It's big time expensive. But if you got money, if you live down here, you can afford it. Crab cakes, Chilean sea bass. They're supposed to have like. Well, I can't even eat these donuts. They make these Amish people down here. They make a donut. Hurts my teeth. It has so much sugar flavor and it hurts my teeth. I've never had anything do that before. Maple bacon donut. Uh-oh. Hashtag cavity. Hashtag heart attack. I wonder how many scarves can you sell, right? I mean, how does a scarf? This place here, Termini Brothers, they have like the best cannolis in Philadelphia, and this place has chocolate stuff. They sell chocolates, and they do, Father's Day, you get like the tool kit, or animals, and then on Valentine's Day. Or April Fool's Day, they sell a chocolate-covered onion. You can buy an onion dipped in chocolate, and people give it out as a gag gift. I see after 3 o'clock on school days, what they do is they have to have all these cops patrol Market Street. Because every so often the kids getting out of school act like jerk-offs. So they have like all these cops. They just sit here. Uh-oh, you dropped something. Dropped your bucket bottle. There you go. Alright, I gotta get back to the car. Let's get back to the car. By the way, Independence Hall right there. I don't know if I pointed that out. And the Liberty Bell's in that building. I have a sneaking suspicion I'll be back here in the next few days. Across the street, that is the The Museum of American Jewish History. It's a big name. And that's a free museum. You can go in there and check that out. It takes about, if you read everything, it probably takes about 3 to 4 hours to do. I can't. I'm like, it's amazing. It's like, Jesus Christ, lady on the bike, just fucking pedal. We'll go to Ben Franklin's house. Right through the middle, coming through. Look at that. I Michael Winslow them. If you make a sound effect when you cut through people, they seem to appreciate that more. If you don't know who Michael Winslow is, he's the guy from Police Academy who made the sound effects. All right, right here, this is Ben Franklin's house. Ben Franklin actually walked through this tunnel I'm in right now. How exciting. I find it very exciting. And right here, across the street from the Ben Franklin stuff, is this is Carpenter's Hall, which is the place where the First Continental Congress, that's where they first met. They had their first meetings. John Adams, Alexander Hamilton, all types of big shots walked through here. And this has been getting renovated for about a year or so, maybe a little bit more. And it was getting ready to open recently, and then there was a big fire. An arsonist went in the basement and set fire to some of the paperwork. And it wasn't any of the Ben Franklin paperwork. All that stuff's in special places to be preserved. But it was like paperwork like tax records and lawn keepers' bills and goofy shit. Well, this is the second bank of the first bank of the United States. Alexander Hamilton, when he worked in Philadelphia, he worked in that little plot of land over there. That's where his office was. He actually lived a block that way. And because of all Alexander Hamilton and all of his work, he got this built. The first bank of the United States. Fun fact, that eagle on the top of the building, that is the first time an eagle was used on an American building. So that's a part of American history. Turn around. And here is some more American history being made. People voting. Is that my aunt? Nah, do I know her? Oh, okay, I thought that was somebody I used to know. This is the Museum of American Revolution. And it looks like today it's a place where people can vote. Here are some cannons from the Revolutionary War. Those cannons are actually owned by the city of Philadelphia. They're on loan to that museum. Sometimes you catch bums sleeping on them. Pretty interesting. Oh. Matter of fact, so this is 2nd Street. 2nd Street used to be called Restaurant Row. And this is where people would go and get their sinks and their refrigerators for their restaurants. And some of the places, if you look at the advertising on that wall, that's from like the 50s. That's like a restaurant equipment. There's another new and used restaurant equipment. It's actually for lease now. So that's something Philadelphia does, is we adapt. You know, I don't know where the hell people get restaurant equipment now. There's other restaurant stores, so people just don't come here for restaurant equipment. So this place used to be, the National used to be a food service equipment, but now it's also like apartments and condos, and it's a gym, and I don't think there's anything to do with food. But they kept the sign, China, glass, silver. It has that really cool I don't know, like 60s vibe or 50s. I guess that's 50s. That's more 50s. Pretty neat looking. I guess we'll go down Alfred's Alley. This is going to be a long one. That's all right. This is a lot of history. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is Alfred's Alley. Alfred's Alley is the oldest residential street in the United States of America that's been continuously lived on. So since, I think, 1720s, people have been living on this street. And the city of Philadelphia itself used to end at the end of the street, where that's where the Delaware River was. But now the city has grown maybe like a half a mile on top of the river. And the flags, if you see the flags hanging up in front of the houses, that's supposed to represent the people who lived at the house during the time of the Revolutionary War. So the people who lived in that house, they were patriots. They believed in the American cause. And there's another guy down the street a little bit. He has the British flag, and he was a loyalist to the British Army, or the British whatever. There's also a little museum that you could come down here and you could check out. It's $3. You get to walk through one of the little tiny row homes. Let's say you come down here and everything's closed. You can just scan that little barcode and do an audio tour of Alfred's Alley. It's only $3. It probably takes about a half hour. Maybe I should do that one day. And then you come down here. You can still drive your car down here. I've never driven my car down Alfred's Alley. But then they have this little court. And this is called Bolden's Court. And I think this was an old-time gas lamp that was converted to electric. And there's not many of them left in this city. And people... They used to have a bench back here, and the city would have like a person who would sit here and tell stories. I couldn't live here. Just with all the people. Not that many people don't go down here, but if you come down this street in the summertime, more people go on the street than go down the court. But if you go down this street in the summertime, there'll be hundreds of people just taking pictures. They do have a thing every year. It's called Bastille Day, and the people of the block open up their homes so you can go tour the houses. Kind of interesting. I think the last house that sold on Alfred's Alley sold for about $800,000. Well, listen, if you like this video, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, and while you're at it, hit subscribe. Don't forget to check out my merch. It's fire. And if you want to help me out, there's a link below in every video to my Patreon. Listen, if you're a Patreon member, just get ready for a lot of bonus videos. I have so much stuff in the bank. I'm going to probably not take days off. I'm not going to be filming content during Memorial Day weekend. I'm just going to take 4 days and not do anything related to YouTube. I'm still going to have content coming your way. Don't worry about that. But I've been making stuff and putting it in the bank and saving it up. So sign up for Patreon if you want some bonus stuff. Want to join me for want to watch my live streams? Click that join button and join me live on the internet whenever I go live. But you get access to them. I don't keep them up. Would you hurry up? This is bonus bullshit. Whenever I walk around here, people have the biggest, fluffiest, furriest dogs, and they don't have yards. They just got big ass. I don't know. I mean, Look how big this dog is. How much of a shedding problem is that dog? So that means no shedding? Wow. How phenomenal. Gotta hide your ankles. See, when the thing about people walking dogs, they always talk to you. Dog walking people will always talk to you. And there's something friendlier about dog. I guess because they're so used to people asking questions about that dog. Isn't that funny how people, like, I don't care anything about her, but I care about that big fluffy dog. I think I'm done voting. I just think it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I saw a great George Carlin bit. And really, it was taking up too much. Politics was taking up too much time, and I was getting too emotionally involved on things I don't give a fuck about, you know? Or even if there are things I give a fuck about, it doesn't matter to me. So I'm gonna bail out of elections for a while. I hate to say it, they're all jerk-offs. And the ones that aren't jerk-offs become jerk-offs when they get in. So, all right. Well, happy election day, everybody. Don't be a jerk-off.